Hey there, happy Tuesday. So this week is going to be in a partial answer. It was a big question. I did have a question come in, and it was basically, to boil it down, it was around being seen. The question was really around if I'm not being appreciated for what I have, if I'm not being heard when I try and convey, what I am. The basic underlying problem is this particular friend just wasn't being seen, is not being seen, and what we can do about that. And I think that this is something that we've all felt at some point in our lives. And so not being seen is one of the biggest, like, it's fundamental. We need that. It is a need of the human species to feel a sense of belonging and to feel seen by those that we love and care about and work with and have relationships with in any aspect. And so let's take a look at that. This is something we could certainly, there are different levels to this. So right now we're just hitting the very top, fluffy level. If you would like to go deeper into these, you let me know. And I, can continue to do videos digging deeper and deeper into two aspects. So I'm going to take the two big aspects to being seen. One is your own experience of it, how you're experiencing this. What is missing for you when you say to yourself, or when you feel like you're not being seen or heard? What is the missing piece? That means something is missing, right? You're not being seen. That's a missing piece. So what exactly is missing for you? Is it, do you feel like they don't know something fundamental about you? Do you feel like they're not sharing something fundamental about themselves? Is it the verbiage simply? Is there like a piece of language, like, and I'm sorry, or is an apology missing? Is some validation of your own feelings missing? Really take some time and sit down and figure out for yourself what is missing. When you're not feeling seen, that means that you feel a missing piece. And it's important to identify the piece, not just, not seen. No, what is it? What is the piece needed in order for you to feel seen? What do you need in order to feel seen or heard? Identify it so that you can ask for it specifically. So that's your experience of it. And then we have the other person. We have where it's coming from. We have, what the elements were that caused this in the first place. And so this is the harder part. This part is a little bit more complex because what we're talking about is looking at the other persons or the other teams or the other whoever it is that you're not feeling seen by. What we're talking about is, what are their capabilities? What are they even capable of giving you what you need? And sometimes they're not, like, yes, as human beings, we're all capable of all the things, blah, blah, blah. But as well as I do, there are moments, there are aspects of ourselves that we're not proud of, that are reoccurring. There are triggers that have been activated into our brains, things like this. And we know that for some things, we keep working on them and they keep popping back up and all of those things. And so it's important to take a look at that too. What are the other person's or people's capabilities? Are they capable of giving you what you need? And sometimes that answer is no. And so it really is getting that acceptance around what you have control over and what you don't. And in the end, you can ask for things, but you can't ever make anyone do anything for you. And so if after asking, there is now it's one thing if you ask and they say, yes, I'll try. And then they try and then they fail because it's a weakness of theirs, but they keep trying. They keep telling you that they're trying and then they keep trying. You see some progress. That's one aspect. Or they apologize when they, when it does slip by them. They show some type of remorse. There's when you could tell that the intent is there because they share the intent with you. That's one thing. But when the answer to, hey, can you do this for me is no, then that's information for you to take into consideration of, is this relationship valuable enough? How much of a need is this thing that you're asking for that they're flat out saying, it's just not a capability of mine. I cannot offer that to you. So little bit heavy today. And again, very complex. Each one of these can just go deeper and deeper and deeper. So do let me know if you would like to go deeper. Please send me your questions or concerns. But the bottom line today is when you're not being seen, there's two things to look for. What exactly is the thing that's missing for you? Identify it, not just being seen, but be specific so that you can specifically ask for it. And then what are the other person's actual capabilities? Acceptance over who this other person is. If it's a company or a team or an individual or a family or whoever it is or whatever it is, do they have the capability to give you what you need in order to be seen? Again, let me know how it goes for you. Keep sending me your questions, and you will see me next Tuesday if you decide to watch.